Alright, welcome to another episode of ZnD Geekdom. Boy D.
Z's here.
And Dr. T in the booth as usual. Alright, we're starting off with a wonderful, we're going to talk about the big Dark Knight Rising preview that we went to. Me and Z went and checked it out. We'll let you know how we thought about that. We got some information about the Golden Globe noms, and what else do we have on deck?
All sorts of different trailers for all sorts of different things.
Oh yeah, some stuff we get to kind of make fun of as we go along. So, what do you want to start off with tonight?
Well, I think we should start off here. The Dark Knight Rises. I think that's probably the biggest deal that happened. I mentioned it at the end of last week's show that on what was it, the 13th or something like that, they had an exclusive prologue to The Dark Knight Rises. Only came for 13 cities. It was about 8 minutes worth of footage. It was a prologue. We can't get into real specifics, otherwise we'll get sued by Warner Brothers.
Really? We get sued if we talk too specifically about what we saw?
Probably. I mean,
there's probably some confidentiality.
They were really weird about it.
Did you have to sign anything?
You know, the IGN guys weren't allowed to talk about it.
Well, we didn't sign anything.
We acknowledged it when we printed the passes.
When we printed the passes and they gave us a fucking T-shirt.
Yeah, they gave us free T-shirts. That was cool. Thanks, Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was. We're not going to get into. Graphic detail. The majority of it was based around Bane.
Yeah.
The thing that a lot of the feedback I got from a lot of different people was that Bane, you can understand a goddamn word.
Well, I mean, you got Tom Hardy with an English accent, and I don't know if he's doing an accent for Bane. Also, on top of that, with the fucking mask, but
he is. He definitely is. He's doing that Eastern European accent.
Okay.
So he's wearing the mask. That's not a secret or anything. And it just, he's like, you can't understand a fucking word he's saying the whole time. And I think Chris Nolan said, well, it's designed to have you pay attention, and I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know. They're either gonna have to. I don't know, because you can't throw subtitles up, because then it looks stupid.
Yeah, no. I'm sure they'll go through and remaster the audio, and because it was pretty much everyone in the theater, and then from the online reaction.
And it would have made more sense when we watched it if you saw especially what happened at the end and what he said to the other guy. It would have made more sense about why some of the stuff happened.
Yeah.
And it happened on a plane at 15,000 feet, so it doesn't help either. So
rattling and whatnot. They also showed a montage of several other scenes from the movie. Again, not going to get too specific. You get to see a picture of one of the stars of the movie in full costume, female star.
Yeah.
We're not going to get too specific on that one, but do some math. You can figure out what we're talking about there. Also, it showed some of the scenes that we have seen from sneak cameras and stuff like that, some from the filming in Pittsburgh and Chicago, and it's kind of, looks a lot better than the guy who filmed it from his, on his balcony. But all in all, I'm no worries. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be cool. Just hope they fix up Tom Hardy's
accent with a mask with an accent. No, I'm serious. You heard it. You're like, what? You're like. It sounded like Darth Vader's retarded child. And I was just like, what the fuck did you just say, dude?
Well, at one point he had a bag over his head.
Oh, yeah, on top. Yeah, on top of this.
So, not only was it accent, mask, bag, airplane. And you're like, yeah, man, plot.
You're like, because there's literally something that happens at the end, you're like, why did that happen?
I don't know what he just said there, but that's interesting.
It was enough to motivate everyone else. So,
but a big thank you to Warner Brothers for allowing us to do that. That was really, really cool of them. And anybody else that was lucky enough to see the extra footage,
we got a T-shirt.
We got T-shirts, yeah. So if you want a T-shirt, subscribe to ZnD Geekdom, and we probably won't give them away. Other news going around TV, and there's not a whole lot going on this week with TV, but Russell Brand apparently has a new show on FX, I believe.
Yeah, it's going to be an unscripted kind of late night show. From what I remember, though, I thought it was only going to be so many episodes. It wasn't going to be a lot, but no real details about.
Well, they kind of do that sometimes when they just want to try it out, see how it goes. Fear Factor right now is only signed up for I think 6 episodes.
Yeah.
It's just to fill in that gap to before the voice comes back.
Mm-hmm.
But it's doing really well, so they'll probably bring it back. But.
Oh yeah. And then the Russell Brand thing. The only thing he said was, "I'm gonna put it's FX is Fox, so I'm gonna put the O back in Fox," or I don't know, something gay like that. He said.
What does that even mean?
I don't want. I'm not gonna watch it. So.
I love Russell Brand.
Really? Oh.
Rusty Rockets on Twitter. That's his Twitter handle. I'm not joking.
I'll check it out. I'll see what he does.
Well, the first thing I think of when I think of that is I think of Zach Galifianakis's late night talk show he had on VH1 like 15 years ago.
That was good.
And
that's funny.
Yeah, it was good, but no one watched it. It disappeared.
Because no one knew who he was at the time.
Yeah. Well, and Tom Green, then other celebrities in quotes who have tried it, but I think Russell Brand he does a really good job working on his toes, and I think that'll help him a lot in these situations. Apparently, it's unscripted.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see how that goes, but I'm always down for a little Russell Brand in my life. Guy's funny. Other news in the realm of TV, George Takei has come out and had some choice words regarding the feud going on between William Shatner and Carrie Fisher.
Okay, can I ask you a question about this? Why? Okay, granted, it's great for TV or the internet, but why the fuck do we even care that William Shatner? I mean, William Shatner, I love him. Carrie Fisher. Did she lose weight?
She's up and down and up and down. She doesn't look good.
Yeah, well, she looks kind of cracked out. Yeah. But I understand why the hell they're feuding over when he tried to beg to be Darth Vader and all that kind of. Who gives a shit? It happened like 30 years ago. No, probably 40 years ago now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time ago. So it's like, hey, you guys hate each other. You probably boned at some point in time.
Ew.
You know they
Hopefully
boned.
It was a long time ago.
Okay, yeah, that's when she was younger.
It was like, mid-70s. It wouldn't be too bad.
Well, Shatner was like 30. She was like 19.
Yeah, well, as long as it's over 18, we're good.
So,
right, Bill? He's Canadian, fuck it.
But then, George Takei, that guy, whatever to make a buck, I guess.
Well, he's pointing out that there is another faction.
Oh yeah,
that is a bigger threat to them both, and so his idea is to get Star Wars and Star Trek and all their fans together to fight against the onslaught of the Twilight fans and whatever you want to call that shit.
What are they called? Like,
I don't give a shit. Let's not talk about it.
Liars or
I don't know. Those motherfuckers. Those people that support that garbage, and people are like, I've got arguments at work with people about this. People are like, well, you should be able. I'm like, you can like whatever you want to like. That's fine. Doesn't mean I can't say whatever you like is fucking garbage.
Yeah.
It's bad fiction. It's not. I mean, there's no deny. Well, it's really addicting. Yeah, but so is cocaine. It's not good for you. It's just because it's a catchy. It's like the Bare Naked Ladies 1 week. It was your favorite song for 2 weeks, and then you haven't heard it since. If there's something that catches you and gets you going on one thing, but it doesn't mean it's fucking quality. It doesn't mean it's good.
Not at all.
There's no depth to those stories. I saw one of the movies on accident, and I would have rather waited in a hospital lobby for 2 hours. It was so bad.
No, they're and the writing. I've actually read like 20 pages of the book, and I'm just like, this is just garbage.
So the books are bad too.
Yeah, I think some people. Oh no, the books are better. I'm like, no, they're not any better. It's still whiny,
teen shit.
Yeah,
tween exploitation is what it is.
Yeah.
Like my little girl wants to read the story about a glittery vampire man who wants to, and I think it sends someone, I can't remember who said it about the message of Twilight, but it's a horrible message to send a 16 or 17-year-old person that, no, when you're 16 and 17 and you fall in love with someone, it is serious.
Yeah,
This is life and fucking death.
Yeah, it's like, this is forever right now. It's
yeah. I mean, if we all go back to who we were, whatever, when we were 16 and 17, that would be horrible.
Yeah. I believe it turns out you get to, become a vampire and have a vampire baby, which makes no fucking sense to me either. But
while fucking a werewolf on the side. I mean,
yeah. Oh, God.
So, I mean, it's a horrible book sending horrible messages, and Stephanie Meyer is sitting on her mound of gold because she turned all her money into gold, she can sit on it.
Well, she's. I won't say she's a Mormon, but that she's Mormon.
Oh, she's Mormon.
You didn't know that?
Well, I don't read about her. I get angry.
Yeah, she's Mormon.
Oh, really? So, well, at least,
So
3/4 of that's going to the church.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Mormon church just reaped a windfall.
So keep that in mind when you go to see the new Twilight movie. That about probably 15% of your ticket going straight to the Mormon church.
Well, yeah, kind of like when you go see a Tom Cruise movie that goes to fucking
Scientology.
Speaking of the new Mission Impossible's coming out, don't see it. So, I mean, George Takei, I like the idea. It's true. I like both Star Wars and Star Trek. If I had to pick one, it'd obviously be Star Trek. But that doesn't mean I can't like Star Wars. And I feel like I'm not the only person in the world that enjoys good quality science fiction. So I like the idea of let's just fucking let bygones be bygones. There's so many other horrible things in the world we can unite against.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what's going on with TV. Taking a look at movies, this week has been a lot of new trailers for a lot of new stuff, and one poster, if you check out the blog, I wrote about it on our blog, ZnD Geekdom.com, has come out, but let's start talking about the trailers. First trailer that came out this week was the trailer for Expendables 2. Very brief, very straight to the point. What do you think, D?
It's what it is. Like I said when I wrote about it, it's testosterone. That's it. It's just a pure movie where you have all the majority of your big action stars from the 80s, 90s, and now. Throw them in a movie. You're probably only missing like fucking Vin Diesel and The Rock.
Yeah.
Other than that.
Well, how did Hemsworth get in there?
Well, he's an action star now. He's a big dude who can look like an action star. Whatever.
All right. What was the name of the guy who was in? I can't remember his name right now. Sam Worthington. He's kind of like this year's Sam Worthington, where he's in everything. Oh, don't get me wrong. I like Chris Hemsworth, but I hope he doesn't go the way of Sam Worthington.
Sam Worthington. I think the Hollywood started calling. He's like, okay, well, it couldn't be all that bad. They're established franchises. How can they fuck him up? Yeah. Well, they fuck him up.
Well, he's making a second Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, Wrath of the Titans.
Wrath of the Titans, like Revengeance of the Titans. It's not a word. We will touch on that in a little bit. It
looks interesting. Like I said, it'll be one of those movies. I'm like, all right, me and my wife will go see it. Boom.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a date night movie, and I can enjoy it.
Well, when we saw the original Expendables, it was kind of the same thing. It is what it is. You know, you want to buy a cupcake? Here's a cupcake. Yeah. You're not gonna bite into it and be like, what the fuck? There's jelly inside. It's you know what you're getting when you go to see it.
Yeah, we're not expecting. Yeah, it's like Rambo and everything else. You're not expecting like deep storylines that are gonna change your life.
Hopefully we get to see more Schwarzenegger though.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. He doesn't look very in shape though for the movie, so I don't know.
Well, his wife took all his exercise equipment in the divorce. Horrible things. Other big movie trailer that came out, G.I. Joe, Revenge. What is the name?
Retaliation.
It's like.
Like I said, I looked at it this way. The first one, yes, not the greatest movie.
Not even close.
Not the greatest movie.
Bad.
The second one, I'm hoping it reminds me more of being like if you're reading like the comic or you're watching the cartoon. That's the way you got to take it. When you see the fucking Cobra fucking flags fall over the fucking White House, and you're kind of like, okay, this reminds me of something that would have fucking happened in the cartoon, or ninja battles on the side of a cliff.
What happened to the Wayans brother?
I think he maybe got blown. I don't know. I think they decided to cut some of the fat, and they're like, Wayne's brother, you didn't work out. You're kind of the goofy black sidekick. How many more do we need in the movie?
Well, you have The Rock now.
Yeah. Who like for some reason runs the team now?
Because he's The Rock.
I guess maybe he's bigger than everybody.
Where's
else.
Brendan Fraser?
Well, they didn't bring him back. Steven Sommers not directing it. So
who's directing it?
I don't even want to tell you because you're gonna laugh.
Is it Joe Johnson?
No,
he's too busy.
It's some guy who directed some of those dance movies, like Step Up 3 or Step Up 2.
Wait, you're telling me a man made Step Up 2?
He directed it.
They said that was amazing. Here's G.I. Joe. Have fun.
They made money, so they're looking at somebody who's gonna cut costs.
Okay, I understand the idea.
And film really kinetic scenes.
Yui Bowl makes money, okay?
Yeah, in Europe. There you go. That explains everything. The IMF is asking us to bail them out. Yeah, okay. Fuck that. Anyway, But yeah, and then but the guys who wrote it were the guys who wrote Zombieland. So the guys who did Zombieland wrote the actual script for the second one. So
Goldberg and the other guy.
Yeah, they wrote the script for Retaliation.
No shit. Huh?
So
there's a chance.
There's a chance. Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta pay the bills too. So.
Well, yeah.
They also wrote Superbad, right?
That wasn't terrible.
No, I like Superbad.
Yeah, so
that's like Superbad. Since you did such a good job on Superbad, here's a G.I. Joe.
Yeah. So yeah.
This doesn't seem like a good combo. But hey, I've been completely wrong on multiple occasions. We'll get to that later. Other trailer, Men in Black 3. I could give a flying fuck about that movie.
I gotta say the trailer wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Well, so the whole premise, I'm just guessing, is somehow K disappears and J goes back in time to the 60s.
And saves his... Yeah.
It seems like Tommy Lee Jones didn't want to spend all the time filming it,
Yeah.
so they wrote the script around that. Like, well, he can be on for like 2 weeks, and we'll like have him like at the beginning and the end, and then we'll get like Josh Brolin to be in the middle. And I like Josh Brolin, but it just seems kind of like it was a bullshit kind of script to kind of. But who knows? It may be super good, like the second one.
What was the second one about? I don't even remember.
The second one,
it had what's her name in it?
The chick from Twin Peaks. What's that?
No, not the chick from Twin Peaks. God, I can't think of her name. But anyway, yeah, I don't remember the second one.
Oh, the black chick?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember her name either, but she's great.
Yeah.
I like her. They ruined it, but.
Yeah.
Just the script was shitty in the second one. It was boring and stupid. I mean, it's one of those movies that, like Men in Black, I really enjoy Men in Black. I think Men in Black should be like Blade Runner. Men in Black should be by itself. You shouldn't have a Blade Runner too. Why would you?
Evidently they're going to do it.
Yeah,
it's kind of like Independence Day.
Yeah, oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to
fuck that up too.
Yeah, exactly. Take everything you loved, held dear, and fuck it up.
Yeah, Will Smith's really slowed down too. I mean, he used to be in everything, but he's only doing like one movie every like 3 years now, which I enjoy. As everybody knows, I'm not a huge Smither.
Hey,
I like Will Smith.
I like Will Smith too.
I just wish he'd stop putting his kids in shit.
Well, he's got to keep it going. Rosario Dawson.
Rosario Dawson,
yeah.
Correct. Yeah, no, she's great. She's Clerks too. Also Kids, all sorts of stuff. She's great. But so Men in Black, we'll see.
Yeah.
The last couple of trailers we're gonna kind of compare and contrast because they don't seem right. They seem if you took them both, threw them together, maybe you can make a half decent movie. But Mirror Mirror and Snow White and the Huntsman.
So here's, I know you haven't seen it.
I haven't watched it.
Okay, so Snow White and the Huntsman is like, it's like take the story of Snow White, but throw it in the world.
The Disney Snow White.
Well, yeah, the fairy tale of Snow White.
Okay.
And you throw it in the world of Middle Earth. No, I'm not joking. This is what we saw, and a combination of Middle Earth and
the bitch from Twilight.
And the girl from Twilight's in it, and and she is beautiful, and Charlize Theron hates her, and it has a
because she's more beautiful, which I disagree.
Yeah, well, most definitely. Yeah. I would have gone with the fucking evil queen. But anyway, she like runs away, and the huntsman has to go get her.
Chris Hemsworth
is hunt her down the woods. Yet again, he's in another movie.
And Sam Worthington time.
And then they fight. I don't know. And there's some rock creature, and there's like epic battles with people, knights on horses. I'm not joking. This is Snow White and the Huntsman.
And no elves.
No
dwarves.
Sorry.
No dwarves. Then you have Mirror Mirror, which is Snow White, but it's more comical, but it's more like Princess Bride.
What?
And then she like gets...
You got an unknown as Snow White. You have Julia Roberts as the queen.
Queen, yeah.
And Nathan Lane just being Nathan Lane.
Yeah, just being gay Nathan Lane. Just running around. Nothing against gay... I'm just saying gay happy. Not gay like homosexual. But he is... Is he homosexual in real life?
I'm pretty sure he is.
Okay. Either way. But so then she goes out in the woods and she meets the dwarves and they form like a bandit group of thieves who are trying to fight against the queen, and then the prince is there, and then he gets seduced.
It's Snow White and her merry thieves,
Yeah.
Robin Hood.
And she was all like, how, what did she say, some stupid quote about, how those fairy tales always have the prince saving the princess, well, we're going to change that, or I kid you not.
I was just happy
What
to see
the
the dwarves.
fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, you just want to see little people. That's all.
No, I hate little people, but
God damn it! Write the time down.
no, they're fucked up.
Oh my god!
I mean, I'm just walking down the street and I see one. I feel like I'm losing my balance. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Oh my gosh. Okay, but yeah, so those are the things. Those are what we saw. But yeah, they weren't very good. It was kind of like.
Well, storyline sounds awful. So.
Yeah, well, but the funny thing is, like,
if you put them together, it would probably be a half good movie.
Yeah, probably half. But then you think about what Disney did with Tangled with the one. And that one actually turned out pretty good.
Yeah, but that's a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Was it Pixar?
Is it Mirror Disney?
Is it?
I don't know.
If it's Disney, I'll give it a fighting chance. If not, that just sounds stupid.
It might be one of those movies you're like, oh wow, I wish I was watching Princess Bride, or oh wow, I wish I was watching Lord of the Rings right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't take Snow White super serious.
Yeah.
I think that the Huntsman was just going at a way too serious angle. Like, no, it's Snow White, she's hot, and I got an axe, and hang on, she's gonna talk to the mirror. Like, what the fuck? That just ruined it. You know?
Yeah, well, what was with the fucking?
It's like Chris Nolan's take on Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh.
It just doesn't work.
Well, they're just trying to make him more adult and try to get him like, oh, and we can get the teens in. They're trying to get that kind of like when they did the Red Riding Hood one with the one chick yeah, it's like they're like, oh, we're gonna get those tween people or like the Beastly or I'm just like, come on. I know that that group makes you a lot of money, but
did anyone see? Do you see Red Riding or Whatever?
No. Wasn't it just called Red?
Oh yeah, I think you're right. No, Red was.
It was Red Riding.
Red was the other one with the girl from Felicia Day, where she hunted the werewolves.
That was a sci-fi movie. Which we love Felicia Day, so it's cool. So on and on, it's probably a bad idea. Not only is it a bad idea to make a live-action Snow White movie at this point in time, it's a horrible idea to make 2 live-action Snow White movies.
I like how Hollywood always does it. They always find one subject and then 2 different people make it, and it's like, oh god.
So moving away from movies here, video games this week has also been kind of a reveal time, and there are 3 kind of big trailers that have hit the airwaves this week. One of them was Metal Gear Solid Rising: Revengeance, and number 3, 4, 5. I mean, this fucking title. I watched this very recently for the first time, and it Dr. T, what do you think about Metal Gear Solid Rising: Revengeance?
I thought it was a Dynasty Warriors game. I think that's the first thing I said. I was like, is this a Dynasty Warriors game?
I thought it was Devil May Cry.
Yeah, well, it looks like a hack and slash, and I was like, okay, so...
Well, who's the guy with the fucking chin? What is that?
I don't know.
That's Raiden. He was in Metal Gear.
Yeah, I think so.
Was he in 2 or 3? I don't know.
It was either 2 or 3.
It was the one where like you started off as Snake and then you got switched to Raiden, and everybody's like, "What the fuck? I want to play as fucking Snake. Fuck this bullshit." But anyway.
That's 2.
That's 2. But the whole story behind it was that Kojima knew that he was going to put out a game. Essentially, Metal Gear Solid Rising was going to be one of the first Metal Gear games on the 360. He kind of stepped away from production. He's like, you guys handle it. I'll assist when you want me to assist. Well, then, for some reason, his 200-plus team couldn't pull their shit together. He came back and was like, what the fuck? Canceled the game. And then I think pretty much the parent company's like, no, you can't fucking cancel this game. We got to put some kind of shit out. So then he went to the guys that make Bayonetta, which from what I understand was a really good game.
It was actually, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and I played the demo. It was a pretty good game. And asked them to step in and do a lot of the stuff. And then I think it just kind of...
I don't really think the group from Bayonetta was a good fit for Metal Gear.
Well, the funny thing is, like, Kojima kind of joked that he was actually looking to use a U.S. studio, but then he said they would have come back with guns, knives, and chainsaws, so he didn't want to fucking do something like that, so
he comes back with swords?
He comes back with fucking swords and robotic, cybernetic ninjas that cut through I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't make sense to me, so...
Well, Metal Gear, to me, is a game that has its root in realism for a certain aspect, just gameplay wise, not talking about everything else. But I mean, you get shot once or twice in the original Metal Gear Solid, you're fucking done, like game over. To see Raiden jumping up and down,
hack and slash.
Cutting this guy into 30,000. I mean, you know the scene in Resident Evil where like they're stuck in the little thing, and the lasers coming at him. That black guy from Alien vs Predator is all like, "Oh, come on, motherfucker!" And then it turns out like a honeycomb and just fucking chops the shit out of him. That's what it looked like, but with like a sweet Mega Man. The guys who did the soundtrack for Mega Man X7 in the background, like wheel.
Yeah, they really had some high electric guitar going on. Maybe some keytar also.
Yeah, it was it didn't have the feeling of Sons of Liberty, you know. It's just that gritty kind of like, you know, shit's real.
Yeah.
You know, I smoke. I can be. Just it looked fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but maybe it might be one of those games that surprises you. Because sometimes those games you're like, oh, that's gonna be fucking ridiculous, but everyone's like, oh, it's fucking amazing. It's fucking fun to cut people 100 million times.
Yeah, but I mean, the title. It's,
yeah.
What did he say? Like, there's new revenge and vengeance or something.
Yeah. Revengeance. It's like it's not even a fucking word.
Vengeance.
But you know what?
Revengeance.
Those Japanese companies just make up fucking words all the fucking time with their games. So.
Well, it reminded me of that stupid video for what was it? That energy drink video that was on YouTube.
Oh yeah, the superpower drink and
massive amounts of testosterone,
Yeah.
preposterous amounts of testosterone. I can't remember the name of it, but it was great. If you've ever seen it, fucking great. But it's just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid. There's no way around it. So it's probably not going to be very good, but I'm sure it'll be there. So feel free to not check that out. Other games coming out this week. The big reveal was an exclusive for PS3. Those words don't normally go together anymore due to Sony's lack of securing exclusive rights to certain games, aka Metal Gear, aka Final Fantasy. But hey, Naughty Dog Studios, the people that brought us Drake and all his shit, are coming out with The Last of Us. And the trailer came out. I mean, it looks kind of cool. It had Ellen Page in it, which was kind of weird. A digital Ellen Page running around, some sort of zombie type thing with a head that looks like a flower.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was either.
It gave off that Dead Rising feel.
I thought it
Dead Island.
Dead Island.
Well, yeah, and see, that's why I want to see the other one that's similar to that, the one that's the I Am Alive. Because that premise seems a little bit more interesting to me with the whole natural disaster, and then you're trying to survive, and you're fighting against other people to try to survive.
Yeah, no, and I Am Alive, I mean, you kind of compare it automatically just because it, you know, The Last of Us, I Am Alive, it's very, you know, very similar. I like the idea of having a post-apocalyptic game that doesn't have zombies in it.
Yeah.
I think that's interesting and new, and it's a downloadable content exclusive. There's not a hard copy of it. I don't know.
PS3 or Xbox?
Both.
It was going to be on both, actually. So it was.
Really?
So I'm kind of interested how it's going to, one, the pricing on it, and two, how it's going to do in comparison to the exclusive PS3 one.
Yeah.
So I mean, it'll be interesting. The trailer for that is also available online.
And it's Ubisoft, so they do
usually do okay.
50-50.
Yeah.
You know, they do a lot of shit, but you know, every now and then they'll pull out an Assassin's Creed. So Last of Us, we'll see. I just feel like post-apocalyptic zombie games have just been fucking just drugged all over the place, and people are kind of getting sick of them at this point. But at the same time, I understand the idea that they sell. So there's a certain level of comfortability with that, where we know we're going to sell a certain amount of games. I Am Alive, I think, to me, is more intriguing just because it's going in a completely different direction. It's going with a downloadable only. It's going post-apocalyptic, but not in a sense of, you know, crazy zombies. So, either way, it's a couple interesting games coming out.
I'm going to interrupt you for a bit here. So, last week we talked about Gotham City Imposters.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I signed us up for the beta. If you guys want to check it out, go to Warner's site and you can sign up for either Xbox 360 or PS3.
Oh, wow.
It's an open beta, but you have to sign up for it to get a key.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we're signed up. We're going to be playing. Anyone who's listening, if you want to play with us, you know,
nice.
Let us know. I know, yeah, I was excited.
Check us out on our gamer tags.
We'll post them. We'll post them in the description. So.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
If I say it, you're not gonna remember it.
Yeah. And mine you wouldn't be able to spell out correctly.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you know, Butthole Lover 69. That's mine if you want to check it out. Oh shit, no, that's my PSN one. Joking, that's seriously not my gamer tag. Even though I would like it to be, but I'm sure Microsoft would disagree. Last week we talked about the VGAs and we gave our predictions on who we're going to win. So now we're going to go over real quick who won in the VGAs. So the categories we talked about, there were other categories, but first category we talked about was Best Action Adventure, and the nominees were Assassin's Creed Revelation, Batman Arkham City, Uncharted 3, and Skyward Sword.
I think we all lost this one, right?
Actually, no.
No?
Me and you lost. Myself and Dr. T picked Skyward Sword to win, which, isn't that crazy. And D picked Batman Arkham Asylum, and Batman took it.
You mean Arkham City?
Yeah, Arkham City.
City Asylum, fuck it.
A new Batman game.
So D wins that one. I mean, I can't argue with that because it was a great game.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just surprised Skyward Sword didn't take home a fucking award. Besides, I think it won Best Wii Game, but...
Yeah, but who cares? I mean...
Yeah.
Well, see, that was my thing. It's like, I bet you it's an amazing game, but tied to the Wii system right now...
Yeah, there's not a lot of following. Well, I mean, especially with the Kinect and it's being released, and the console bundle was $200.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
So
D took that one. So D's got 1. Me and myself and Dr. T are at 0. Best RPG, no surprise here. Skyrim. We all picked Skyrim. There's nothing else to say on Skyrim. It's fantastic. Even the glitches are freaking funny.
Yeah.
So that's Dr. T, D with 2. And myself and Dr. T with 1 each. Next category would be Best Graphics. This one
pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie.
This one was fucked.
Yeah.
So who won this?
Uncharted 3 won, which we all went, there's no way in hell that's winning.
Yeah.
D went with Rage on this one. Good choice. I went with LA Noire. I figured maybe they would throw him at it for trying something new, but apparently not. And T went with Batman Arkham City. So no points awarded in that category. Another category no points were awarded.
That's multiplayer?
Multiplayer. T&D picked Modern Warfare 3. I picked Battlefield 3, Portal 2. The one where we were like, it was cool, but there's no way in hell it's going to win.
Evidently.
So condescending.
There's got to be some grease and some palms there at the VGAs. I don't know how or why you do that, but...
Well, did you see their intro and stuff? It was all Portal 2, and I was like, shit, Portal 2's going to win something tonight.
It's a great game. It's just, it seemed like some of these other games are going to outshine it, but, leave it to the VGAs. Next category would be Shooter. Modern Warfare 3 took this one home. T&D both got that one correct. I went with the wild card and went with Battlefield. My bad. I don't even think that should count. They're the same fucking game. And we already did this argument, so we're not going to get into that again. And finally, Game of the Year went to Skyrim. T&D both won again. I went with Batman Arkham City. Batman Arkham City did win Best Xbox 360 game. So
did it?
Yes, it did.
So, wow.
So I was right. No, I wasn't.
No. Well, they didn't even list that on their website. Like when I was looking them up, the ones we could go over, there was no Best Xbox 360 title, and they didn't I don't even think they went over it. Like I watched part of the show.
Yeah,
it was like, it won this, and then it also won this. But we're not going to get
the broadcasted ones are the ones that people, the other ones are like, guess who won this? Best Xbox 360 game. Arkham City.
Did you guys watch it?
No.
I didn't watch. I recorded it and then I deleted it out from my...
Oh, God. Some of it was super awkward with the Jonas Brother guy. Oh, yeah. And Felicia Day. She had to save the day for that.
She looked good, though. I saw pictures of her on her Twitter.
Yeah.
Damn! So... at the end of the day, the VGA Awards, rounding out number 3 would be myself with 1 correct. Number 2 would be Dr. T with 3, and D takes home the crown for winner of VGA predictions with 4.
Yeah, what does that mean anyway?
Yeah, no, that's like winning the best fruitcake. Everyone hates fruitcake, so you're the winner of the shitty thing.
Thank you.
No, I'm just bitter. So that's what that is. Moving on, we got the Golden Globe nominees coming out here. D, what do you got for that?
Okay, so we're just, for sake of time and how long these are, we're just going to go over kind of the biggies for us. Golden Globe, Best Picture nominees for Drama. We got The Help, We got The Descendants. I'm not joking about this one. War Horse.
Is that even out yet?
I don't know. And Ides of March.
And fuck that movie, by the way. Half the time, that horse is CG.
Okay, yeah.
A CG horse.
I know.
Thank you, Steven Spielberg.
Ides of March and Moneyball. So, you saw The Descendants. You said it was amazing.
If it was up to me, The Descendants would win every available award.
Well, George Clooney's sweeping it up this year because he's nominated in 2 categories for like more than one category. I mean, 2 of his movies are for best drama.
The Ides of March didn't win shit.
Well,
I think when it comes down to it.
Well, he's nominated, just to jump a little bit, to director. Woody Allen for Midnight in Paris. George Clooney for Ides of March. Michael somebody for The Artist. Alexander Payne for The Descendants, and Martin Scorsese for Hugo. That's director. And then you got
Alexander Payne. He's due. He did Sideways. He did Election. He did About Schmidt. He's fucking due.
Well,
The Descendants is his Oscar flick. Of course, I said some shit last year about a couple other films, and then it was almost like the Academy wanted to just piss everybody off.
I don't even care about the Academy. They're just kind of out there sometimes. Best Picture, Musical or Comedy, 50-50. The Artist, I don't know what movie this is, I just gotta look that up. Bridesmaids, Midnight in Paris, My Week with Marilyn.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. I heard 50-50 was pretty good, I just never saw it.
Isn't that Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Yeah, the one where he has cancer.
I do like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Legit.
So and then on the TV side, Best Drama, American Horror Story, Boardwalk Empire, Boss, Game of Thrones, and Homeland. So I think that's going to be kind of a
why is Homeland in there?
That's the...
No, I know what it is.
It's a hit show, and people love it, and critics like it.
Well, see, I think Claire Danes should die in a gutter.
Oh,
so there's that.
All right, and
that bitch ruins movies for me.
Oh God, Claire Danes.
I can't fucking stand it. Oh my God.
All right, for comedy we got Enlightened, Episodes, Glee, Modern Family, and New Girl.
Glee is so good.
Oh my God, yeah.
Shut up.
Chewbacca's in it. You know it's gotta be good if Chewbacca's in it.
Yes, they bring everybody into Glee. It's just one of those shows. But I don't know. For me, I know for TV drama, American Horror Story, I know I talked shit starting off about it. It's gotten better. Like they actually sell the show. If anything, people watch that one. I mean, it's fucked up. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's some fucked up shit that happens in that show. Like it's downright. You're like, that is fucked up. But it's one of those like, man, I gotta keep watching this because it's fucked up. I gotta know what's going on. So.
Well, I mean, I haven't really watched it, and I'm gonna watch it once the season ends, and I can sit down and watch the whole goddamn thing. It's got Quinto in it.
Yeah, Zachary Quinto's in it. He plays, ironically, a gay guy at the same time he came out as being gay. So.
Well, fuck, like, you didn't know Quinto was gay. Come on.
I didn't know he was gay.
Really?
I really didn't.
Look at his eyebrows. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of gay. Nothing wrong with it at all. It's just, he gaydar went off a bit. But I love Zachary Quinto. The guy's he's just really good.
Yeah, he's
really good in Heroes. He's really good as Spock. I mean, anything he does, I'm pretty much, okay, that's good. Again, with the Globes, I mean, they're kind of like, it's like winning the minor league championship.
Well, but it's the Hollywood Foreign Press. To me, it's a little bit more prestigious. Plus, Ricky Gervais is stepping back up, which is pretty fucking hilarious. Because he made fun of so many celebrities last year, and they all got pissed off. And then people were like, "Oh, he's never gonna do the Golden Globes again." And they asked him to come back. So I'm watching it just so
because people were actually talking about the Golden Globes for the first time in years.
They're like, oh shit, it's relevant again.
And any press, bad press is still press.
Yeah, man. There you go, Kevin Smith.
There you go.
Media whore.
Yeah. So I mean, hopefully Alexander Payne gets his due. I mean, The Descendants is one of the best films I've probably ever seen. If you haven't seen it, make sure it got a wide release, so it's probably in your town. Go see it. Do yourself a favor, and then we can all get together and be super disappointed when it doesn't win the Oscar.
Yeah,
because it'll get butt fucked by War Horse or some shit.
War Horse.
Yeah. I'm calling it. This year is the first year people will boo the Academy Awards and throw cabbage. So that's kind of it for Golden Globes. Last thing I wanted to mention on this show, the Prometheus poster. We kind of missed it back up in movies, but the Prometheus poster debuted this week. Awesome.
Okay. The only thing is like there's so much built up hype behind this movie. So much built up hype in the sense of, Ridley Scott is going back to sci-fi. He's doing the stuff that he's known for.
Yeah, he is.
And that's great. But I don't want to go sit through this movie and be like, wow. Because we'll go see it, and and I hope it's not a disappointment. I hope
it won't be.
I
gotta stamp it.
Did you see Robin Hood?
No, but I saw Judge Dredd. They had nothing to do with anything. It was just fucking great. It's so bad. No, but Ridley Scott makes a lot of shitty movies, but he makes really good sci-fi movies.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I hope it's not going to... Kind of like the Avengers. Like, I'm having a low expectation for the Avengers just so when I go see it and it's okay, I'm like, man, that was a pretty good movie.
I just hope they shoot it just like they shoot every episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer I've ever seen. Just kind of like this dark, like, soap opera. That would be awesome. But Prometheus, the poster... You look at the poster, all I think about is the original Alien poster. I mean, it's very, very similar to that. It's not an Alien movie, we think. It's just going to be really awesome.
Well, you never read the little thing, did you? They put on there.
No, I did not read the synopsis because I didn't want to.
I read it.
Well,
I'm not saying it's bad. It's interesting. It's lofty. I'll tell you that. It's very lofty. So we'll see if it matches up.
Well, that is it for ZnD Geekdom for this week, 12/17. Everybody have a Merry Christmas. And lastly, we got Joe
Go ahead.
Simon, died this week, co-creator of Captain America. So, big moment of silence there.
Well, yeah. I wonder if he got some of those millions of dollars that when it came out of Captain America. That would be kind of nice.
His estate probably did. Grandkids like, fuck yeah. But that's horrible. So rest in peace, Joe Simon. Anything else?
We're coming back. We're gonna have like a little holiday one, aren't we?
Yeah, we will. We will have a podcast next week. It'll probably be out a little earlier to avoid. I know you guys are busy on Christmas. Everyone is, whether we want to be or not. But
we should get some of that holiday eggnog for that episode.
Some holiday eggnog.
Dude, 7-Up eggnog and some rum. Not bad. Not bad.
What are you, a pirate?
Yeah.
Well, now that you mentioned it.
Got a problem?
Alright, so that's it for ZnD Geekdom for this week. Have a very Merry Christmas. We guys will see you very shortly.
Alright.
See ya.